Hello dear student, this is Palash Chakraborty, assistant teacher, Square High School and College. Welcome to my class. This is for subject Hindu Religion and Moral Education, class 8, chapter 7, lesson 9, 10 and 11. Let's go. So it's a time for declaration of topic. Here we have seen another picture and another ideal man. So you can guess the name of that man. Yes, this is Thakur Nigamananda. In our previous class, we have discussed about Sri Harichand Thakur. Now it is time to discuss about the biography of Thakur Nigamananda. Let's go for the text in detail. Okay, so Kutubpur is a village in Meherpur district. A Sadachari Brahmin called Bhuban Mohan Bhattacharya lived in that village. His wife was Manik Sundari. So both the husband and wife passed their time in worship and rituals. Manik Sundari's parents' house was at Raghunathpur village in Meherpur district. Thakur Nigamananda was born in this village in the night of Jhulan Purnima on Thursday in 1287, that is 1880 AD, at his maternal uncle's house. So his two eyes looked like lotus or Nalini. So he was named Nalini Kanto Bhattacharya. Okay, so Nalini was that time 7 years old. Father sent him to the primary school in the village. Nalini started providing his merit alone since the beginning besides play and recklessness. So he finished primary education successfully. Then he was admitted to the middle English school at the village of Daryapur and went to school from his maternal uncle's house at Radhakantapur. Nalini's Upanayan was held at the age of 11. Since then, a religious tendency arose in him. He used to recite the Gayatri Mantra thrice a day. He also read the Ramayana and Mahabharata regularly. But a change came upon him with his age. He rejected the differences in caste. He hated the false and pride of Brahmins. But he showed respect to those who are truly honorable. He asserted to be logical, but he would concede if he realized that he was wrong. He strongly hated falsehood or pretension in the name of religion. Nalini's grandfather was the great Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. He had great affection for Nalini. Nalini also had love and respect for him. The two used to have talks on many issues. So through their talks, Nalini learned many things from Bankim Chandra. Bankim Chandra died before Nalini's English examination. After a few days, his mother Manik Sundari also died. So these two incidents left deep impression on Nalini's mind. The transience of human life moved him very much. Nalini became a totally changed man after he passed the exam. He lost his faith in God and Brahmins, religion and rites, and the scriptures. So losing faith in God, he turned to theatre, drama and literature. Side by side, he continued charity work for people. Charity work for people, he used to treat people irrespective of religion and race. Nalini advanced alone for the cremation of a dead body when none was found to do that work. So on this, father Bhuban Mohan had to receive much criticism from neighborhood. So he became very much worried about this behavior of Nalini. He decided to get him married off to contain him in the family. So Nalini got married at the right time. The bride was Sudhanshu Bala, the daughter of Bidyanath Mukherjee of Halishahar, that is Kolkata. After a few days of marriage, Nalini decided to get higher education. So, with the permission of his father, he got admission in Dhaka Collegiate School. After reading here for some days, he took admission to the Surveyor School of Dhaka because passing from here would ensure a job. So passing from here, he returned to his own village and started to teach at Kutubpur school. After a few days, he joined Dinajpur government office as observer. But he changed his job because in this job one had to cheat people. He again changed his job and joined the state of Jomidar at Kolkata. So on this occasion he had to live in Kolkata. His wife Sudhanshu Bala was pregnant then and so was sent to his country home. His wife gave birth to a female child. So the child died after a few days. His wife also died after suffering for several days. This hurt Nalini very much. He lost all attractions of family. He left his job too. He often saw the spirit of his wife Sudhanshu Bala. He wanted to know the mystery and started to study afterlife. At that time, once he met Purnananda Paramahansa at Kolkata. Purnananda said, every wife is Adishakti. So the portion of Mahamaya, you have to make sacrifice to attain her. Attain that. Okay, so after that Nalini went to the great holy place Tarapit in Birbhum. So there was the great saint Bamakhepa. He initiated Nalini with the mantra of Tara and said him to worship Mother Tara. At last Mother Tara appeared as his wife. But when Nalini wanted to touch her, she disappeared. He described the fact to Bamakhepa in detail. He asked, who is this goddess? Who am I either? Bama replied, to know this mystery, you have to worship knowledge. You have to find a knowledgeable guru. Okay, so Nalini began to travel in search of a guru with pure knowledge on the advice of Bamakhepa. He found his guru at Pushkar Tirtha. His name was Sachindana Paramahansa. Nalini studied Vedanta, philosophy and scripture while living at his ashram. Guru initiated him with the Vedic Sannyas mantra and he assumed the name Swami Nigamananda Saraswati. Later he visited different holy places in India such as Kashi, Kamakha, the Himalaya, Kokilamukh, etc. He performed yoga worship at these places. Thakur started publishing a monthly named Arya Darpan at his spokesman, which is still published regularly. It is known as the spokesman of Sanatan religion. Besides, Thakur spread his philosophy by writing books such as Yoga Guru, Gyan Guru, Tantric Guru, Prem Guru, Brahmacharya Sadhan, Vedanta Vivek, Tattvamala, etc. Thakur Nigamananda's way was Shankarer Mat or Gauranger Path, that is, Shankar's philosophy and Chaitanya or Gauranga's lifestyle. So that is achieving Aditya Brahmajan through the way of service and devotion. Okay, so for Saraswati Ashram in Bengal are working in this mission. So there are more than thousands of Saraswati Sangha in Bangladesh for spreading Shraddha Dharma. Thakur Nigamananda, who was perfect in 4 ways of Shraddha Dharma, namely Tattva, Gyan, Yoga and Prem, died on 13th Agrahayan, Friday in 1342, that is 1935 AD. Okay, so we get some moral teachings also from the life of Thakur Nigamananda. That is, false pride is not good for anyone. Caste system creates indiscipline in society. We have to love all irrespective of race and religion. We need to develop our real life along with our spiritual life. You can attain God even by being an ideal family owner. We have to serve people considering them as Narayana. Serving creatures is the only religion in the age of Kali. God exists in all creatures. Serving creatures is serving God. So we have to sacrifice ourselves to the service of creature. So that is all about the life of Thakur Nigamananda. You have to read thoroughly the life history of Thakur Nigamananda. You have some teachings in the life of Thakur Nigamananda in your textbook. Please read all the teachings of Thakur Nigamananda. Just finish the life biography of Thakur Nigamananda. So I will give you some lectures about Thakur Anukul Chandra and Ma Anandamayi later on. So thank you for watching my video. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Stay safe. Be